Hello, friends. How are you all doing today? Um, Today I thought maybe I'm gonna make another very simple ring. So I had this six-prong head in white gold. It's hard to tell in the light if it's a yellow or white, but it is a white six-prong head, and this is nice little diamond. So I thought maybe I'm gonna make a very simple ring. How big the diamond is? Let's check this out. It's like 3.61. Yeah, it gonna fit pretty good in this head. It gonna fit in there, right in there. It's gonna be easy fit. So, and also I melted a little gold. Of course, it's very thick right now. I'm gonna make it like kind of smaller. And what design I'm looking for right now, it's kind of very simple, but see how it goes along. So I'm looking for very simple design. I just going to make kind of a round shank right here, a small piece, a metal piece right on the top is gonna be a six-prong head, and we put the diamond right there. Very plain and simple band, very easy to do, and later on maybe we can put a couple of stones right here, or maybe a few stones on the band, and that's my basic design today. See how it goes. So far what I did, I roll it down to make a kind of ring band. It looked pretty good, but it's kind of stiff right now because of a rolling on the mill. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna anneal it to make it a little bit softer. For that reason I have to turn the light off so I can see the color of the annealing. Yeah, you had to be really careful so it don't overheat, so you can melt the whole shank. You had to be really careful with that. When it got kind of cherry red, this means it's good to go. And I'm gonna let it sit down for a few minutes so it cool down. Then going to roll on the mandrel to make a ring shank. I think I'm gonna make like size 8 because it's easy to size it down compared to size up. So I'll make a size 8 ring band. See how it goes. All right, give me a few minutes. I will be back. So it's been like almost like 10-15 minutes, and the shank is like ready to roll. Let's see. It's a pretty thick band. At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut it right here like this and solder it. Make sure the metal is flush when we are soldering it. Like this. I'm going to solder first, so that way it's going to be very easy to make it round on the mandrel. Without soldering it, it's not easy to make it round. So make it like a little bit easier to work. This is one extra step to solder, and then you cut it. That way I can anneal the man too. So that way it's gonna be easy to make it round. Let it cool down for a few minutes, and then what we're gonna do, cut it in half. All right, it's been a few minutes. Now it's kind of cold. It's not round. What I'm going to do next is make it perfect round. Where's my mallet? Oops, dropped it. It happened with me all the time. Nothing new. All right, careful. Don't lose it this time. Now I'm going to make like a little bit flatter. Okay. Yeah, that looked good. Just a little bit on the top. this round. See, that way it's easy to make it round once I solder it. Now I have to do cut in the middle, same joint where I soldered it. The next step is where I have to work with this little tiny piece. I will make kind of a round shank I had right here somewhere. I'm gonna put it right in the middle, like a round disc right here. So that's what we have to make it. Alright, let's make that one first. So this is like kind of another flat piece of gold. I'm gonna make it round of the top piece. You just put it on a round mandrel, a plier, and try to make it circular like this. Yeah, round nose plier can act like a round mandrel, make a kind of perfect circle. Now I'm going to solder this one. A little tiny piece. I hope I don't lose it on the carpet. I have this round nose plier to make it kind of round as much as possible. it got stuck in there. Guess now you can see kind of round. What we need is place this right in the middle of these two gaps, but it is kind of round, kind of curved, and this one is kind of flat. What my next step is to make this one right here a little curved. For that reason, I have a round file somewhere right here. Yeah, that's a round file. So I'm gonna make it kind of round in the middle. Now you can see it's like kind of round on both sides. Bring it closer. You know, this circle is not perfect round. Not happy with this. I have to do something else to make it round. All right, let me come back with plan B. All right, plan B is to use this tool. While I have this one, why I'm not using it, right? If you have a tool, then use it. Okay, I put this right here. Maybe I hammer it first. Then I put this anvil. Hope you can see, guys, in the camera. Yeah, it's round now. I'm happy with that. Got a little bit on the left, but it's okay. I'm gonna put this in a notch. All right, put this on the back side right here on my table. That help. Now I place this in there. Open up a little bit. You don't want too much tension while you're putting this bezel in, because when you solder, the bezel can melt and get squeezed. Make sure on the side it is straight, and also kind of in the middle, like this way is straight and this way is not. So I push a little bit on the right side, put up a little bit right here. Cool, it looked good. What we're gonna do next is solder right here and solder right there, and that is done. Now pick up little solder right here and solder on both sides. Alright, so far we soldered the bezel, a round bezel on top of it, but we don't need this excess at the bottom. We need a flush right with the band, so when you wear it, don't bother you right on the back of the bezel. So what we're gonna do is like clean that up. What do I have? A stone buffer somewhere right here. I thought I just had it. Oh yeah, right here. Like a stone wheel. And we're gonna buff it in the inside. I just want to make sure both sides are even. One side is not too thin, the other side is big. Yeah, this look like kind of thin, so this side need to be a little more. Now it look round. If you can see on the paper. And now we're gonna do put the head on the top, and we go from there. And I'm just checking everything else look okay on the side. Yep. I think it's gonna be like this. Let's do that. Now I am going to mount the head on the ring. So this tool is very handy when you are mounting the heads on the ring. The most important thing is to make sure the head is kind of straight. It's hard to see in the camera, but I will explain. If you have a six prong head, make sure that this prong is straight with the shank. It's a little bit off. All right, a little bit off right here. Let me check. All right, on this side, a little bit off. Yep, straight. And on this side is also straight. It's like kind of straight, all four corners. Once you're happy with that, what we do is just solder right on there and right on the other side. That should be enough to hold the prong and secure. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of solder right here. I already did the solder, but just want to show you right on this side, two prongs. We did a solder both sides, right on this side and right on that side. And we're gonna cut this off the bottom, shave it off or buff it off. And clean the ring and set the diamond in it. Almost done. Alright, so far what we did is like a head is soldered. All we need to do is like a little bit clean up this extra solder. And what I like to do, just make a little bit contour on this side and on this side. Just like if I say from the top, if you see on the top like this, the band is like a little bit of curve. I wish I have done that before I soldered the head, but it's not too late. We still can do it. All I have to do is very carefully just buff little extra gold on the side. All four sides. And also we're gonna cut this stamp on it. Just get a flat pile. Yeah, flushed it a little bit solder right in the prong, right in there. I think it's extra solder. Just got into it. All I have to do is just clean it. And a little bit of solder right on the prong, right here. I need to clean a little bit of that too. What I can use. Now what I would do, drop it in a pickling, and then we polish. Yeah, after pickling, I will drop in a tumbler. Once it's clean in a tumbler, then we going to do hand polish. Once it's hand polish, we're gonna mount the diamond in it. I'll let it sit for like 30 minutes. That'll be clean. All right, let's see if I can find the ring in a tumbler. Where is the ring? Yeah, right here. It's clean a little bit. Now I'm gonna do clean on the buffer. Once it's clean in the buffer, then we are going to mount a stone. Let's see. Yeah, shine up a little bit. It is always good to clean prongs before you um, mount the stone in it, because once the stone is mounted, sometimes it's hard to reach the side of the prongs. I'm just cleaning like side of the prongs right here, so we don't see any discoloring of the prong once we mount the stone in it. Now I'm gonna use this kind of brush for inside prong. These are like kind of soft brushes. Okay, look pretty good to me. Drop in ultrasonic and let it sit in ultrasonic for like about 20 minutes. Let me turn the light on and see. Sometimes when I turn the light on, it's hard to see in a camera. It's so shiny. Just a little bit of marking right here. It's like a green disc, very soft. Yeah, I need to clean ultrasonic too. I'll let it sit for like 20 minutes and then it will be ready. Alright, now my ring is completely clean and the prong inside is clean, and it's a time to set the diamond. So I usually use this kind of knife burr. It's like about 45 degree, and this is a really easy to cut and make seats for a small diamond. What we are trying to achieve when we cut the seats in the prongs, um, just think if these are two prongs like that, all we have to do is like make like kind of V shape in the metal, so we can set the diamond like this right here. And when we are cutting the seats in the prong, we don't have to cut too deep. So I usually imagine like if this is a half of the prong, I have to cut like less than or maybe half of the prong, like that. A lot of you know jewelers do a mistake. They cut the seeds too deep like that and bend over the prongs, but over time, really quick, the prongs wear off and it break right up here. So that's not a good idea. So always try to cut like almost like a half of the prong. like we can see right here. Imagine just where we're gonna stop the cutting. I just ordered this really nice tool from Stellar. It really helped to hold the ring in place. I usually used to hold a ring like this, which is really kind of uncomfortable. So now I can put my ring right here on kind of ring shank or was and tie this up. Now the ring is kind of secure and it's easy for me to either set the stone or cut the seats. Okay, I'm gonna get my burr in my in, um, in a shaft and start cutting. Let's see if I can find the right angle in the camera. 1 second. Also, we have to make sure all the seats or the cuts in the prongs are even, all six prongs on this ring, because some prongs are like um, four head, or some of them like six. This is like six prong head, so some heads are like four prongs. So make sure that they're all at the same distance. If not, then the diamond gonna be kind of crooked set in the seat. So all right, let's start cutting. Use like a little bit of wax, not too much. Just have really secure hand right here. I think it's out of focus. All right, now we got to focus right here. I need my glasses, bigger glasses. Yeah, a lot of jewelers use a microscope and they do a video with a microscope. And I have no idea how they do that. That looks so awesome. I think it's now you can see the cuts in the prongs right here. It's hard to see, but now it's ready to set the stone. Okay, I'm trying to find my prong pusher. When you're pushing the prong, always go across. If you are pushing this one, the next one gonna be this one, and this one, and that one opposite. So the stone kind of stays straight. Don't push it too hard. Just go first really slow, and gradually we're gonna keep pushing down and down. I will check like this if the diamond is straight. Yeah, the diamond look straight. On the top, we'll see if all the prongs are aligned. Let me check from a different angle so I can show you. I'm gonna take out of this one. I'm just giving a little shape to the prongs on the top, but make sure that all the prongs look same when you see from the top side. It's done. A pink, like soft wheel we can use to shine the prong on the top. Yeah, the last thing we need to see if there is no sharp edges which can snag the clothes. If you feel comfortable, then that's good. We don't have to do a whole lot to the prongs. Just nice and round. And some jewelers use like round cups to shape the prongs on the top, but I don't have those, so that's why I have to use this pink wheel to shape it round. And that's it. That is the ring, and it's ready. All I have to do is like just give a little final polish and put in an ultrasonic, and it's ready to display. Hope you like it, guys. If you have any recommendation, just drop any message or comment, and we'll see you again. Take care. Bye bye.